All right, Kaiku, would you like to introduce us to our first topic?
Yes, this first topic or this first story is
Big
absolutely
news.
huge. Just insert the Donald Trump thing where he says huge. Okay, because this basically proves that COVID originated from a lab and
Well, it doesn't
not
prove,
from the
but
wilderness.
it definitely suggests.
It's
I don't know. It's kind of sus.
almost positive, alright? It's
Yeah.
okay, so let's get into it. So, this is from the Wall Street Journal. And
Very,
two
very
scientists-
reputable source.
Very.
Right, but they actually have some good sources, right? Sometimes, and the Wall Street Journal is a very left-leaning news article, right? So whatever they say, and if it's remotely onto the right, you know that they probably are putting aside their differences for the truth. So let's get right into this. This comes from Quay and Muller. I don't know their first names. I'm sorry, I didn't do that much research, but they basically say that from the coronavirus, of the 36 possible genome pairings that can produce 2 amino acids in a row, which results in a virus's lethality, the most commonly used in gain-of-function research, which is basically like experimenting viruses in a lab, is the sequence CGG, or double CGG. Now, this is very interesting because it's readily available and convenient to scientists in a lab environment. The possible advantages of using double CGG compared to all the other ones, so there are 35 other possible pairings, is that it creates a beacon that permits the scientists to track the insertion in the laboratory. Basically, this sequence is so rare in the wilderness that it's used by scientists just to make sure that they develop this virus. Furthermore, Quay and Muller, the scientists who broke the story, right, noted that the double CGG sequence has never been found naturally among entire coronavirus groups.
Yikes.
And that includes... sorry, Chow, what did you say?
I said, yikes, keep going.
Yeah. This includes CoV-2, which basically is COVID-19. And the most compelling thing about all of this, if that wasn't even compelling enough, is that there's dramatic differences between the genetic diversity of COVID-19 compared to other coronaviruses responsible for SARS and MERS. Now, why this is important is because SARS and MERS, which were confirmed to be of natural origin, evolved rapidly as they spread through the human population until the most contagious forms dominated, right? That's just sort of Darwinism right there. By contrast, COVID-19 proved to be highly contagious from the point it was first detected, which basically means if this thing originated naturally, it was a pretty good virus from the get-go, right? Because it killed so many people.
There was no outward examples of natural selection over time. It was basically released and then immediately incredibly infectious.
And some proponents might say, oh, it's a virus that evolves rapidly. Well, but literally by the first case, that's, whoever got it, the first case that was reported, it was proved to be a deadly infection. Now, Quay and Muller continue. This is basically just repeating them. Such early optimization is unprecedented, and it suggests a long period of adaptation that predated it. It's public spread. Okay, basically, it can't fucking happen in the wild. If it's that dangerous, it can't happen naturally. If it happens first off. And they basically just repeat Darwinism type, slang. So if this doesn't prove that the coronavirus probably originated in a lab, I don't know what will prove that. It's quite obvious at this point that if this doesn't prove it, at the very least, it should raise an eyebrow. And I like that a lot of scientists are now backtracking what they said just a couple months ago because, Trump repeated this, and Trump's big orange man bad.
You worry about leaving a better planet for our kids. How about leaving better kids for our planet? Entire generation offended at everything, getting mad that a human thinks all lives matter. We don't need black or white or left or right. What we need is common sense, we need balance. We're all in the same boat, why you trying to make holes? If they sink, we sink, this is madness.